matchup on the Sega Sports Network comes to you from the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Hello, everyone. I'm Bob Steele, and with me is Rod West. Before we get rolling, let's go courtside for the player introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention courtside for the player introductions. At the guard position, Stephon Marbury. Also at guard, Kendall Gill. At forward, Keith Van Horn. At the other forward position, Kenyon Martin. At center, Jim McElvain. Introducing the head coach. And now the starting lineup for your Philadelphia 76ers. At guard, in his 6th year, out of Michigan State, standing 6'3", number 20, Eric Snow. At the other guard position, in his 5th year from Georgetown, standing 6'1", number 3, Allen Iverson. At forward, in his 8th year, from North Carolina, standing 6'8", number 9, George Lynch. Also at forward, in his 11th year, out of Xavier, standing 6'9", number 40, Tyrone Hill. At the center position, in his 6th year, from Wyoming, standing 6'10", number 42, Theo Ratliff. Introducing the head coach.
The 76ers will get the ball to start the game.
Hey, switch!
Snow puts the first points on the board.
It goes down without much of an argument from the defense. That's almost a guaranteed deuce.
Marbury gets the jumper.
Stephon Marbury.
Hill throws it in. Iverson drops it in from the right block.
He'll be making shots all day, Bob. Real tough guy to stop.
They thread it underneath. Marbury misses the tough shot. It's blocked.
Serves up a facial right there. That's how you send a message to the offense.
Drives. Marbury backs it off. In low. McElvain misses the jump shot.
Now right there, that shot shows that they can shut him down with very little effort. He is just not an inside shooter.
They get it down low. Marbury misses the lay-in.
He out-battled everyone else down there. Big defensive rebound.
Ratliff backs it back out. They work it in.
All right, we got him now.
The shot clock shows 5. Iverson buries the jumper. Martin will inbound this one.
Switch up. Switch up. Switch it up.
Seven on the shot clock. Martin jams it in on the follow-through.
Bob, that matchup was all in favor for the defense, but they didn't take advantage of the situation. 2 points.
2-point differential between the teams. Iverson banks in the layup. Good.
Perfectly executed crossover leaves the D out of the picture, setting up a perfect shot.
We get a 4-point ball game. Here comes the double team. Gill can't sink the jumper.
Yo, close quick.
Puts it up. Iverson took the tough shot and couldn't connect. They pass it underneath. In the paint.
Get it up.
Martin
Right,
is off the mark
right.
from 6.
Thank you.
Lynch buries the jumper.
Bobby, I thought they closed him down, but he got the shot off without too much problem, and he gets the 2.
It's a 6-point game. They're inside. Gill can't get it to fall from 8 feet. Van Horn takes it back out instead. Van Horn almost gets it to fall, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
2 free throws.
He can't get the first. He sinks the second. Ratliff inbounds the ball. It's a 5-point game. With the drive. Iverson botches the layup.
The defense prevails, and I'm sure I'm not the only one in here wondering how. That was one lucky stop.
Barberry kisses it off the glass and in.
The D got left behind when he made that gorgeous crossover move. After that, it was his shot to make.
The 76ers have it and are up 3. Stolen.
Second
Snow
team
gets
foul.
called for the reach.
His
Good
first
call from the
personal.
ref.
Van Horn throws it in. They push it inside. The Nets miss the bucket and still trail by 3.
Give it up.
Clock down to 6.
Give it up.
Iverson kisses it off the glass and in.
He set himself up on that one by going with the crossover. Everybody expects moves like that from him, but that doesn't mean they're any easier to stop.
It's a 5-point game.
Let's move it. Cut.
The shot clock is at 5.
Right.
Will not finish that fast break off. The 76ers driving in.
Outside.
He's drawn the double team.
Go, close quick.
Martin boxes out and grabs the rebound. Drives. Marbury banks in the layup. Good.
Basket is good.
Pirouette looks a little fancy, but it can really flummox a defense, Bob. It gave him the space he needed to get the shot.
3-point spread on the scoreboard. They're inside. Lynch is off the mark from 6. Marbury punches the layup.
That was a 1 in a million stop right there, Bob. You know, he must not have made his offering to the basketball gods yesterday.
With the drive.
First team
Snow
foul
almost gets it to
is
fall,
first
and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
That's
Two
the worst
shots.
kind of foul, Bob. The one you could have totally avoided. And when a guy goes up like that, you've got to maintain control because it's way too easy to misjudge it and end up just hacking the guy.
He's off on the second. We've got a 4-point ball game.
Give it up.
There's the entry pass to the paint. In the paint, McIlvain decides to back it out. The clock winds down to 6. Theo Ratliff hauls down his 3rd board so far.
He's yours.
Second
Marbury
team
is
foul
hit with a reaching in call.
is first
Got a piece
personal.
of the hand there, Bob.
Kukoc will inbound this one. Ratliff banks in the layup. Good.
Tough matchup, but he caught the D a little off guard, gets the bucket.
The Nets with the ball, and they trail by 6.
Open. Cut.
Drives. Blocked down to 6. Theo Ratliff swats it, and that's his first block of the game.
Cut.
Driving in. Iverson kisses it off the glass and in.
He got left behind when he made that gorgeous crossover move. After that, it was his shot to make.
The Nets are down 8, but they have the ball. In low. Martin can't tip that one in.
That's embarrassing. And the sad thing is, we got it on film so everybody can see that air ball again and again and again.
Shoots. Ratliff hits the jumper.
Nice shot. And you can see these guys taking control from the get-go, but there's still a lot of basketball left.
Pick him up. It's moving, guys. It's moving.
7 seconds to shoot. He's doubled up.
Break.
Marbury can't finish the fast break.
Get up on him.
The 76ers get the hoop on a 9-0 run.
He caught them just a bit off guard, Bob, and he manages to get the deuce.
The Nets will take a timeout here. Ali got some quality minutes on the bench and should be well rested. Van Horn throws it in. It's passed inside. Van Horn connects on this one and stops the run.
This guy here is working for the highlight reels, but never mind. He makes the shot, and that's all that counts.
The ball's loose. It's stolen. Drives. Marbury misses the lay-in.
You've heard it a million times. Rebounding is all about desire, and he had the most desire on that play.
They work it in. Fires.
No problem.
Van Horn gets the rebound.
Work it.
The shot clock shows 5. It's loose. There's the steal.
Come on, defense. Play tight. Play tight.
Releases.
They're hitting their shots early on, Rod. Boy, they sure are. You've got to wonder how long they can keep this pace up.
They pass it underneath. They're inside. McElvain took the tough shot and couldn't connect.
Tighten up.
Here comes the double team.
Go, go.
They push it inside. McElvain lucks out and gets the hard shot to fall.
He's not a great shot by any stretch of the imagination, Bob. But hey, he got it to go in.
He's on. You got him.
He's drawn the double team. There's the entry pass to the paint. Blocked.
Gorgeous block. That's a good example of how you play defense in the NBA.
The Nets will take a timeout here. Exmeyer comes in and should be good to go after a nice long rest on the bench. Hill comes back in. He's a starter. He needs to be on the floor. Martin inbounds the ball.
Give me the ball. You're right. You're right. I'm open on the right side. Give me the rock.
With the drive. The shot clock is at 5. Lynch gets called for the reach.
Close, but too much contact.
Hill got some quality minutes on the bench and should be well rested. Martin will inbound this one. The clock winds down to 6. Shoots. Hill misses the tough shot.
Nice job to track down the long rebound.
It's good, and look at this shooting comparison.
The guy with the most points, hey, his team is winning. Simple as that.
Drives. Is whistled for reaching in.
Not quite quick enough hands by the defense.
Van Horn throws it in. They thread it underneath. Marbury watches the layup.
That is how you play this game. Establish your position. Go up strong. Pull down the board. Textbook.
Switch, switch.
Driving in. Lynch kisses it off the glass and in. Eschmeyer will inbound this one. With the Thunder Jam.
He did a super job working on the crossover. The D couldn't adjust. They were left out of the loop. He went to the hoop.
Take it, take it.
Clock down to 6. It's up. It's blocked.
You can't overlook the way a block can help pump up your team. Gets everybody energized.
I got him.
It's knocked away. Stolen.
Ball.
Drives. Iverson decides to come back out.
He's yours.
In low. Lynch dribbles back out. Blocked.
You've got to love the rejection right there. That's how you play the game. Makes this old coach proud.
They get it down low.
Come on, y'all, let's go.
Marbury banks in the layup. Good.
Bench is gonna win it.
Hill inbounds the ball. In the paint, Hill takes it back out.
Shot.
The shot clock shows 5. Releases. Iverson can't finish the fast break. The ball's loose. Picks his pocket. Iverson somehow managed to get the shot to fall in. Van Horn throws it in. Marbury with a bucket here. He can get his 10th point of the game. He's doubled up. It's loose. It's stolen. Wasn't careful with this position and gets nailed with the backcourt violation. Van Horn will inbound this one. They push it inside.
Basket.
Gill fires but fails to connect inside. With the drive. Snow hacked in the act. Count the 2 and he'll shoot one more from the line.
This is a prime example of why the jumper is so hard to block. Not only do you have to judge where the ball's going, you have to factor where the guy is, because if you don't, it's too easy to swat him instead of the ball.
He can't sink the free throw. It's up! Marbury from the arc can't get it to fall. We're at the end of one. The score, 32-17. McIlvaine comes in and should be good to go after a nice long rest on the bench.
There's a pretty big discrepancy in the shooting percentages here.
Well, I think what caused the difference here is tempo. When you establish the tempo of the game, you get in a rhythm offensively, and things just start to fall for you.
Gill gets the jumper.
Kendall Gill.
Bob, that matchup was all in favor for the defense, but they didn't take advantage of the situation. 2 points.
Hey, switch.
Fires. The 76ers came up empty, but still hold a double-digit lead. Marbury kisses it off the glass and in.
Marbury.
Where are you?
Hill inbounds the ball.
Let's get a stop here. Let's get a stop.
There's the entry pass to the paint. Hill tips it in. McIlvaine throws it in. They pass it underneath. They're inside. The Nets score, but they're still back by double digits.
He's not the guy you want shooting that shot, but he got it to fall anyway.
Ball.
Drives.
First team
Hill
foul
is called for
is
blocking.
personal.
Nice job by the offense to stand their ground.
1 plus the penalty. 2 shots.
He can't get the first. He sinks the second. Martin inbounds the ball. In low. And Horn misses from the left block.
Let's go, D. Pick it up. Yo, outside. Working.
Driving in. Iverson makes in the layup. Good.
Allen Iverson is as quick as a hiccup and an amazing ball handler. He can also light you up from the outside, which makes him so completely difficult to defend. Now, can he take his game to the next level and make everyone around him better? Stay tuned.
McIlvaine misses with a tip.
Whoa, let's just cover our eyes, think of something very pleasant, and move on.
Give it up.
He gets the basket and he is taken over, Ron.
Sure has. Just look at the point comparison. He has stepped it up big time, and that's the reason they're winning.
It's knocked away. Snow comes away with the ball. That's his third tonight. They work it in. Lynch backs it out. Lynch misses the jump shot.
The D is going to prevail on that matchup every single time. I mean, their block was a little off right there, and he still couldn't make it drop.
Take it to the basket.
The clock winds down to 6. They thread it underneath. Gill slams it down with one hand.
Oh, he is way too good at that. When he sees a path to the hole, man, you better get out of the way.
Ratliff will inbound this one. With the drive.
Second
Iverson
team
gets
foul
fouled and was
is
real
second
close to getting the
personal.
three-point opportunity. He'll go to the line
Two-shot
for 2. He can't get the first. He misses them both. Drives. Gill kicks it out. They push it inside. McIlvaine misses the jump shot. It's passed inside. Iverson has it fouled from 8.
That's too easy for him, Bobby. He's not even going to break a sweat tonight.
In low. The Nets score, but they're still back by double digits.
The D didn't bite, and they should have. He was able to scoot to the side and buy some room for the shot.
With the drive. Yes, and he scorches.
He knows it too, Bob. He asks for the ball every time he goes down court.
On the shot clock. It takes a bad bounce and goes out of bounds. Kukoc got some quality minutes on the bench and should be well rested. Hill inbounds the ball.
Shot! Shot!
In the paint.
Come on, D, let's stop him.
Ratliff fires but fails to connect inside.
You saw that one was going long, got position, got the board.
They're inside. Martin is off the mark from 6.
All right, we got him now.
Iverson misses the tough shot.
Oh man, that shot looked like a sure thing. But this D outclassed and outplayed him, found a way to stop it.
Nice steal, and they control the takeaway category.
Yeah, quick hands, nice job right there.
In the paint.
No
Kukoc can't sink the jumper.
Basket, basket.
The shot clock is at 5. They work it in. McIlvaine gets his 6th point of the game.
Can't fault a guy who could score against that kind of pressure. That's how you play the game.
The basket.
Where's the
Good.
prop? Where's the prop?
Ratliff throws it in.
Come on.
The shot clock shows 5. Shoots. The 76ers came up empty, but still hold a double-digit lead.
Let's go, work it, work it.
The ball's loose. The Nets track it down and get control.
See the ball.
It bounces out of bounds after the shot. Geiger comes in and should be good to go after a nice long rest on the bench. Williams got some quality minutes on the bench and should be well rested. Geiger will inbound this one.
Get up.
In low. Kukoc tags the front of the rim, but he gets to the fall.
Tough matchup, but he got the D a little off guard, gets the bucket.
You got my man. I'll take your man.
Gill makes in the layup. Good.
Basket is
A
good.
well-timed spin move like that can really get the Wolves off your back and free you up for the shot. Great execution.
They push it inside.
Turn up the defense.
Kukoc misses the jump shot.
No foul, no foul.
There's the entry pass to the paint. Ratliff in a nice position picks up his 9th board of the game. The 76ers will take a timeout here. McCullough comes in and should be good to go after a nice long rest on the bench. Lynch inbounds the ball. They pass it underneath. McCullough with the one-handed jam.
I gotta tell you, I think I just felt the floorboards rumble right there. That was a fearsome slam.
In low. McIlvaine dribbles back out. It takes a bad bounce and goes out of bounds. McIlvaine can't sink the jumper. Geiger will inbound this one.
Hey, switch, switch.
They get it down low. Iverson misses the lay-in.
The defense prevails, and I'm sure I'm not the only one in here wondering how. That was one lucky stop.
In the paint.
Pick him up.
McIlvaine couldn't get the tip to fall.
He's yours.
They thread it underneath. They're inside. The 76ers get the basket and now have an 18-point lead.
Good defense, but an even better shot. He did a great job of keeping his eye on the rim and following through.
It's passed inside. Marbury. This is the lay-in. They pass it underneath. Lynch with the rim rattler.
I think we're seeing the makings of a rout here, Bob. They're really running the table on him.
Here comes the double team. It's loose. Picks his pocket.
Now that is basketball. Perfect execution of the double team, and they came away with the ball. Textbook execution.
Reverse it.
7 seconds to shoot.
Third
Lynch
team
is close to
foul.
getting the three-point
His
play,
first
but instead
personal.
he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
2 shots.
He gets the first of 2.
76ers.
Hill comes back in. He's a starter. He needs to be on the floor. Martin got some quality minutes on the bench and should be well rested. It's good. As you can see, the number of trips to the line tell the story here.
But Bob, it's hard to be on top when you've given the other team that many free throws.
They work it in. Hill gets the rebound. There's the entry pass to the paint.
Who's got ball? I got ball.
In low. Driving in. 7 on the shot clock. George Lynch rebounds again. He's up to 7 poles. The 76ers score, and that's 10 unanswered. Martin throws it in. He's doubled up. Hill rips down another rebound. He's in double digits with 10.
Close out right.
They get it down low. They're now starting to pull away, Ryan.
The passes that were tipped up the court have been pretty much flawless, Bob. The offense is executing everything.
In the paint. McIlvaine misses the jump shot.
Hey, switch.
Drives. The 76ers get the basket, and the streak continues. 14 unanswered.
A perfectly executed crossover leaves the D out of the picture, setting up a perfect shot.
Marbury digs it in and stops the run.
Stephon
The D got
Marbury.
left behind when he made that gorgeous crossover move. After that, it was his shot to make.
Not too loose.
With the drive. Hill
Next time
botches the
down, better
layup.
shot. Next time down, better shot. See the ball.
They're inside. The Nets missed that one, and they're still down double digits. Martin with the one-handed jam.
Beautiful slam. He drops it in the bucket with an exclamation point.
Iverson with a basket here. He'll have 30 in the ballgame.
Put some pressure on him.
The shot clock is at 5.
Work it.
Nets
It bounces out of bounds after the shot.
Substitution
Claxton
for the
makes his first
76ers.
appearance of the game. Ali comes in and should be good to go after a nice long rest on the bench. Martin inbounds the ball.
He's yours. It's all you. ISO. He's all you.
They push it inside. Martin missed it just off the front rim.
Come on, Stano. Come on. Cut.
The shot clock shows 5. It's up.
2 minutes.
Lynch misses the wide open shot. Definitely on the way down there. That's goaltending. Count the bucket.
Big call. The defense had the right idea, but the wrong timing. That ball was on its way back down.
They pass it underneath. In low. Ollie fired short. It's knocked away. There's the steal. 1:31 to go.
Pick him up.
They work it in. Eschmeyer fires and connects inside.
That's a nice shot right there. They didn't give him much room to work, but he kept his cool.
1:15 to go. Lynch took the tough shot and couldn't connect. 1:06 on the clock.
1 minute remaining.
They're inside. The Nets score again, and that's an 8-0 run.
Bob, that matchup was all in favor for the defense, but they didn't take advantage of the situation. 2 points.
49 seconds to go. Drives. Yes!
Scoring machine out there. Got the most points so far for his team, Bob. He is stepping it up.
We're down to 42 seconds.
Swing the ball outside.
It's passed inside. Martin thunders it through the net.
Whoa, nice move. He even added a little insult to injury with some showboating on that dunk. Hey, he earned it.
Where's the pride?
Hill will inbound this one.
Not too
Only
loose.
35 on the game clock. They thread it underneath. In the paint. Lynch decides to back it out. The shot clock is at 5. Lynch can't sink the jumper. Only 15 on the game clock.
I got ball.
Fires. Marbury misses the 3.
Oh, man, they must have the biggest rapid foot of all time hanging in their locker room. That was 3 points down all the way.
Claxton gets the buzzer beater. He got it off just in time. We've reached halftime with the score 66-41.
The NBA postgame radio wrap-up takes place in the Courtside Club shortly after the game. Join Charlie Hawkins and Brian Davis and special guests for the postgame radio roundtable.
Snow got some quality minutes on the bench and should be well rested. Gill comes in and should be good to go after a nice long rest on the bench. Martin inbounds the ball. It's blocked.
Great denial, Bobby. Got that hand up there and sent it back down. Great job.
Blocked.
Nice block there. Terrific defensive stop.
The Nets were the last ones to get a piece of it before it went out of bounds. Lynch throws it in.
Working around. Working around.
The shot clock shows 5. Driving in. Great shot. And these guys are putting on a clinic. As you can see, they're really shooting well.
Bob, they are just on tonight. Simple as that.
Give it up. Go, 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 run.
Clock down to 6. They push it inside. McElwain misses the inside shot. Even numbers at 3-on-3. It's blocked.
First team
Iverson
foul.
is pummeled
His
and will have an
second
opportunity to
personal.
get 2 from the line.
Not only did he stop the easy breakaway bucket, but he sent a message loud and clear to their offense. If they want to score, they're going to have to earn it at the line.
He gets the first of 2. He gets them both. McIlvain inbounds the ball. Drives. Hill sends that one down with authority.
Beautiful spin move, Bob. Freed him up from the defense, allowed him to get the shot he wanted.
Working around.
Iverson, money. He's got 38 tonight.
He set himself up on that one by going with the crossover. Everybody expects moves like that from him, but that doesn't mean they're any easier to stop.
They're inside. Ratliff.
Take him, take him.
Puts it up.
Break.
Here's the break.
Okay.
Lynch misses the three. With the drive. Barberry sinks the basket and gets a trip to the line for one more.
You can't go after the shot that hard on a jumper like that. It's way too easy to get just a little bit of contact. That's good enough to get you hit with a foul.
Call the screen, switch.
In low. Lynch has it ricochet off the left rim.
Stand down, better shot.
Driving in.
Barberry
Just misses the three-point play. Instead, he'll go to the line to shoot two.
That's the worst kind of foul, Bob. The one you could have totally avoided. Now, when a guy goes up like that, you've got to maintain control because it's way too easy to misjudge it and end up just hacking the guy.
McIlvain misses with a tip. It's one-on-one.
Not too loose, not too loose.
Drives. Iverson is scorching hot. He's now got 40. Martin will inbound this one. With the drive. Ratliff walks it away for his third block.
You can't overlook the way a block can help pump up your team. Gets everybody energized.
Ratliff almost gets it to fall, and he'll go to the line to shoot two.
This is a prime example of why the jumper is so hard to block. Not only do you have to judge where the ball's going, you have to factor where the guy is, because if you don't, it's too easy to swat him instead of the ball.
He gets them both. McIlvain inbounds the ball.
Switch with it. Got him.
Driving in. Gets fouled and was really close to getting the three-point opportunity. He'll go to the line for two instead. He can't get the first. They get to the free throw line and they're having success from there.
Free throws are a critical part of the game. You've got to make the points from the stripe.
Working around.
Martin is whistled for reaching in.
Nice try for the steal, but he drew a little bit too much contact.
Hill throws it in. He's drawn the double team. Iverson sinks another and has 42 on the night.
He got left behind when he made that gorgeous crossover move. After that, it was his shot to make.
Barberry can't sink the jumper. There's the entry pass to the paint. Releases. Iverson, this is the tough shot.
The D is really scrambling to put on the pressure. Amazingly, though, it worked that time.
Fundamentals, kid.
His third personal.
It's good. Nice job this quarter from the line.
Can't overlook free throws, Bob. That's a fundamental. A good shooting free throw team is impossible to beat.
They work it in.
Close, outside.
Fires. The 76ers score again, and that's 8 unanswered points.
No, free throw.
In the paint. Van Horn misses it from the right block. Martin gets the rebound. with the drive. Iverson with the steal, and that's number 2.
That is such an effective weapon for the defense. When two players work a man in tandem just like that, he's gone. Never stands a chance.
They get it down low.
Okay, basket.
The clock winds down to 6. The 76ers yet again get the bucket. That's an 11-0 run.
The defense, believe it or not, Bob, had the advantage on that one. They just played it wrong, and it cost them 3 points.
McElvain will inbound this one.
Let's play some ball.
McElvain takes it back out.
Check outside.
McElvain scores his 8th point of the game.
The basket is
Can't
good.
fault a guy who can score against that kind of pressure. That's how you play the game.
They're inside.
Not too loose,
Lynch
not
from
too
7
loose.
feet, no good.
He's yours.
It's passed inside. They push it inside.
It didn't drop. This is such a mismatch. It's like the D can force him to miss by sheer force of will.
Let's go. Let's fire it up, dude.
Gill gets called for the reach.
He wanted to steal, but instead ended up getting a piece of his arm, and that doesn't count.
Substitution for the
Kukoc
76ers.
got some quality minutes on the bench and should be well rested. Kukoc inbounds the ball.
Hey, give it up.
Clock down to 6. Shoots. Lynch from the arc. He's got 2 from downtown. Martin will inbound this one.
Let's play some ball.
Van Horn from 7 feet, good.
Van Horn.
Tough matchup, but he caught the D a little off guard, gets the bucket.
Lynch has an opportunity to get his 3rd 3 of the night this trip down.
See the ball.
Drives. You heard the whistle.
The
Cuts
basket
it on the way down. That's goaltending. Count the basket.
Yeah, he got that one on the way down. Good call.
Go deep. Flex.
Marbury. Money with the long 2.
Good points.
We need you.
Kukoc throws it in.
Work it. Okay, basket.
Iverson from the top of the key can't connect.
Oh, man, that shot looked like a sure thing. But this D outclassed and outplayed him, found a way to stop it.
Basket.
Marbury
Good.
just picked up number 21 with that bucket.
A perfectly executed crossover leaves the D out of the picture, setting up a perfect shot.
See the ball.
They pass it underneath. Snow misses the lay-in.
Ball's great. Come on. Watch for the double.
The clock winds down to 6. They thread it underneath. Marbury has it ricochet off the left rim. It's up.
Break.
Lynch misses the fadeaway.
Watch.
The Nets score again, and that's an 8-0
Devon
run.
Marbury.
Boy, the defense really had no effect whatsoever on that shot. They might as well have been 20 feet away.
Driving in.
Cover right.
7 seconds to shoot. Snow gets the bucket, and his 7th point tonight. Van Horn inbounds the ball.
Play it down, offense.
With the drive. There's the steal.
You got him now. Cut.
Clock down to 6. Fires. The coach carries the jumper.
I thought they'd close him down, but he got the shot off without too much problem, and he gets the 2.
The Nets will take a timeout here. Ali comes in and should be good to go after a nice long rest on the bench. Hill got some quality minutes on the bench and should be well rested. Van Horn will inbound this one. Drives. Marbury can't bank it in.
He's yours.
Releases. Hill can't hit that one in.
Oh, that was just a practice shot, everybody. Practice shot. He's just working on his form.
The ball's loose. The Nets recover it. The shot clock is at 5. In low. The Nets miss that one, and they're still down double digits. McIlvaine has now hit double figures.
See, that's why you can't let up on any player in this league. Even the worst shooter can make the short shot go in if you give him enough room.
Allen Iverson drops it in. He now has an incredible 46.
He set himself up on that one by going with the crossover. Everybody expects moves like that from him, but that doesn't mean they're any easier to stop.
There's the entry pass to the paint. The clock winds down to 6. It's passed inside.
Team foul.
Snow is going to be hit with a blocking call.
His 3rd personal.
He can't sink the free throw.
He's yours.
They pass it underneath. In the paint.
Cut. Who cut?
Hill dribbles back out.
Give it up. Come on. Great defense. Now the score. Working around.
It's loose. Picks his pocket.
Go. Let's get it back, team.
They're inside.
Cut. Let's get a stop here.
Shoots.
No problem. Pick him up.
They work it in. McIlvaine backs it out.
Break.
Even numbers at 3-on-3. Driving in. They push it up the court.
Next time down, better shot.
Drives. Marbury passes outside.
Left.
McIlvaine decides to back it out.
Here's the break.
Timeout, the 76ers.
We'll take a timeout here. The coach comes in and should be good to go after a nice long rest on the bench. Hill got some quality minutes on the bench and should be well rested. Hill throws it in.
Come on, let's turn up the defense. Working around.
7 on the shot clock. Fires.
That's okay.
They get it down low. Eschmeyer gets his 6th point of the game.
Now that's how you play the game. You gotta love how he just slices through the D's weak spot. No fear at all.
Call the screen, switch.
With the drive. Iverson cans it and now has 48. What a game he's having tonight.
The D got left behind when he made that gorgeous crossover move. After that, it was his shot to make.
Marbury is and will go to the line for a couple.
These are the kind of fouls that drive you crazy as a coach. It's okay if you foul if you have one to give, but since you're in a bonus situation, they're basically handing the other team two, Bob.
He misses them both.
Hey, switch. That's the basket, switch.
Driving in. It's passed inside. Snow has the basket and 9 points so far. Martin inbounds the ball. There's the entry pass to Payne.
This excites me, baby.
He gets it to fall. Hill throws it in. Iverson with a basket this trip. He'll be at the half-century mark. He's looking for 50. Marbury drops it in. He's got 28.
He set himself up on that one by going with the crossover. Everybody expects moves like that from him, but that doesn't mean they're any easier to stop.
Drives. Snow cans it and gets his 11th point of the game.
He really did a nice job right there. The defense couldn't adjust in time to that nifty little 360 move, and he bought himself enough time for the shot.
They thread it underneath. Hill gets the buzzer beater. He got that one off just in time. We're at the end of 3 with the score 100-72. Comes in and should be good to go after a nice long rest on the bench. McIlvaine got some quality minutes on the bench and should be well rested. Here's the breakdown, and it's looking like they're going to need a big quarter here in the 4th.
They sure are.
They pass it underneath. The ball's loose. It's stolen. Marbury now has 30 points this game.
That's too easy for him, Bobby. He's not even going to break a sweat tonight.
Unbelievable! He gets another basket and run. Is there anyone else in the team that can score?
Well, maybe there is, but right now, they don't need killer individual performance.
Martin just misses the three-point play. Instead, he'll go to the line to shoot 2. He can't get the first. Lynch comes in and should be good to go after a nice long rest on the bench. He misses them both. Another rebound, and he's putting on a show.
Great performance. He is single-handedly taking control of the glass. I love it.
It's up. McIlvaine rips down another rebound. He's in double digits. That's 10. It's knocked away. Stolen.
Take him.
Lynch misses the jump shot.
Next time down, better shot.
They get it down low. Unbelievable. He nails another one.
He's got the hot hand. Give him the rock and watch him score. Simple as that.
Hey, where are you? We need you.
Ratliff will inbound this one.
Toss it right. Outside.
Iverson is punishing the defense out there. That's 53 points in the game.
A perfectly
executed crossover leaves the D out of the picture, setting up a perfect shot.
Martin throws it in. They push it inside. McIlvaine scores his 12th point with a bucket there.
What a great job of slipping to one side to free him up just long enough to sink the shot. Smart play.
Not too loose, not too loose. Cut.
Clock down to 6. Driving in. It's good, and they've been out shooting their opposition pretty handily.
They've got the rhythm, Bob. They're just playing confident, and the shots are falling for them.
Work the ball around.
The shot clock shows 5. Score the bucket. That's going to be goaltending.
As soon as the ball starts to fall down, you can't touch it.
They thread it underneath. They work it in. Lynch dribbles back out.
Cut.
7 seconds to shoot. It's good, and look at this shooter comparison.
The guy with the most points, hey, this team is winning. Simple as that.
Second
Ratliff
team
gets
foul.
whistled for blocking. He can't sink the free throw.
He's got an uphill battle on the inside. They kept him in check without much worry.
Working around.
The 76ers came up empty, but still hold a double-digit lead. In the paint.
Work the ball
Right
around.
hand Ward will not finish that fast break-off. It's one-on-one
Shot.
with the drive. He's doubled up.
Not too loose.
7 on the shot clock.
Give it up.
He snags the board and he leads the team in rebounds.
Great positioning. He knows just where to be for the board.
Drives.
You mouth.
Marbury drops in his 36th point this game.
The D got left behind when he made that gorgeous crossover move. After that, it was his shot to make.
Tee him up, baby.
The shot clock is at 5. Driving in. Iverson with 57. A scoring machine.
He was left all alone inside. Can anyone say easy deuce?
Here comes the double team. Marbury comes back out. They're inside. McIlvaine takes it back out. McIlvaine drops in his 14th point tonight.
That's a smart way to handle a guy who's in your face. Just move to one side, and before he can react, drop the hammer down.
Drives. 7 seconds to shoot. Stolen. The ball's loose. Snow.
Working around.
It's passed inside. It's loose. The 76ers manage to scoop it up. Blocked.
Gorgeous block. That's a good example of how you play defense in the NBA.
There's the entry pass to the paint. Hill. With the drive. Ratliff takes it back out instead. The 76ers came up empty, but still hold a double-digit lead. Driving in. Marbury almost gets it to fall. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
That's the worst kind of foul, Bob, the one you could have totally avoided. Now, when a guy goes up like that, you've got to maintain control because it's way too easy to misjudge it and end up just hacking the guy.
He misses them both.
Take him, take him.
Drives. It's good. And Roddy's really started off on the right foot.
It's nice for a guy to be able to come out hot like that. It can really boost his team.
In low. Martin checks it out. The ball's loose. Snow.
He's yours, he's yours.
With the drive. It's in, and you have to believe that he's the reason they're up right now.
No doubt about it, Bob.
Keep your eyes on the ball. Close quick.
The clock winds down to 6.
I got him.
Gill from the arc. That's 2 from downtown. Lynch inbounds the ball. Van Horn gets another rebound. He's been crashing the glass all night. Marbury, money. He's got 38 tonight.
He set himself up on that one by going with the crossover. Everybody expects moves like that from him, but that doesn't mean they're any easier to stop.
They work it in. Ratliff dribbles back out. The shot clock shows 5. Releases. Lynch bricks the open shot.
Well, I thought he'd get that straight, Bob. I mean, he's wide open. Had all the time in the world to set his shot.
Yeah, still scratching his head over that. Stephon Marbury is scorching hot. He's now got 40.
Watch out, watch out.
They push it inside. They're inside. Lynch sinks his 20th point of the game. McElvain will inbound this one. Driving in. The shot clock is at 5. In the paint. McElvain. This is from the paint.
Now right there, that shot shows that they can shut him down with very little effort. He is just not an inside shooter.
They pass it underneath. Ratliff kisses it off the glass and in. McElvain throws it in. Clock down to 6. Puts it up. Break. Marbury can't finish the fast break. Even numbers at 3-on-3. They get it down low. They work it in. Lynch carries number 22.
What a great job of slipping to one side to free him up just long enough to sink the shot. Smart play.
The Nets will take a timeout here. Ali got some quality minutes on the bench and should be well rested. Hill comes in and should be good to go after a nice long rest on the bench. Martin inbounds the ball. They're inside.
I got him.
Eschmeyer. This is the jump shot.
He's yours.
With the drive. Iverson botches the layup.
That was a one-in-a-million stop right there, Bob. You know, he must not have made his offering to the basketball gods yesterday.
It's passed inside. Van Horn kisses it off the glass and in. Ratliff will inbound this one. He's drawn the double team. The clock winds down to 6. Fires. Marks it down. Another 3, and they're lighting it up from the perimeter.
You simply can't leave those guys alone out there, or they're just going to keep lighting it up on you.
Marbury connects on this one and stops the run. Lynch inbounds the ball. They thread it underneath.
He's yours, he's yours.
Clock down to 6. Ratliff now is in double figures.
He caught them just a bit off guard, Bob, and he manages to get the deuce.
See the ball.
Drives. Marbury with an ill-advised step on the line, and he's whistled out of bounds.
Substitution for the 76ers.
Stepped out of bounds, and now they're going to have to give up possession. You have to know where you are on the court at all times.
Lynch throws it in.
No
It's
way,
blocked.
baby.
You've got to love the rejection right there. That's how you play the game. Makes this old coach proud.
Van Horn banks in the layup. Good.
Van Horn.
Where are you? We need you.
Lynch inbounds the ball. With the drive. Gill gets the steal. That's his 4th. Driving in.
Pass outside.
Eschmeyer forces 8th point of the game.
You may think that's just showing off, but moves like that send a message to the opposition.
2 minutes remaining.
Working around. Working around.
The shot clock shows 5.
Let's go. Work it. Work it.
In low. Eschmeyer decides to back it out.
Run the back.
Shoots. Eschmeyer now is in double figures.
D didn't bite, and they should have. He was able to scoot to the side and buy some room for the shot.
Just a minute 29 left in the game.
He's yours. He's yours.
It's knocked away. There's the steal.
Come on. I got ball.
The shot clock is at 5.
Two.
It's good, but there's not much time left.
Yeah, it looks like it's too little too late, Bob. They needed to do this earlier in the game.
First team
Marbury
foul.
is hit with a
His
reaching in
second
call.
personal.
Ratliff will come back in the game.
Substitution for the 76ers.
Martin will come back onto the floor. Lynch will inbound this one.
Cut. Cut. Pick him up. Pick him up.
7 on the shot clock.
Check the man outside.
Puts it up.
No problem. Close left. No problem. Get
Just
up,
24
baby, get
seconds
up.
left. They push it inside. Just 14 seconds left. The ball's loose.
I'll take that.
Picks his pocket. 9 seconds to go. They're inside.
Break. Break.
Even numbers at 3-on-3. Puts it up. There's the horn, and the game is in the books. The final score, 126 to 105.